On Tuesday, the 6th of December, I was arrested outside an abortion centre in Birmingham for silently praying. So I'd been there 3 times previously outside a closed abortion centre. Now, just to make it clear, there's a censorship zone, a PSPO around this abortion centre, which does prohibit certain activities like protesting. So when the police came, they asked me if I was protesting. I made it clear to them I wasn't protesting. They asked me if I was praying, and I said I might be silently praying. And on that basis, they arrested me. They did a full body search on the pavement, including thoroughly searching through my hair, confiscating everything out of my pockets, including my tissues. And I was then escorted down to the police station, locked in a cell for a few hours, and then interviewed by 2 police officers. So the officers wanted to know in the interview what was I praying? And again, I told them I was praying. They wanted to know what I was praying about. I remember telling the police officers that I was praying for people like my friend Amy, who was raped and became pregnant as a consequence, and was pressured into having an abortion, which she later deeply regretted. I was praying for people like my friend Natalia, who, after taking abortion pills, ended up passing her child at home down the toilet, which she saw her child, and has now traumatized her for life. For people like my friend Kirsty, I told them, who passed her child after taking abortion tablets in her own bed, and on lifting up the bedclothes, saw what she described as a scene out of a horror movie. The police officers, I felt, weren't that sympathetic to this. They were maybe more interested in finding out if I was protesting in any way, which clearly I wasn't. I was not there to protest. So I was then released on bail. One of the terms of bail was that I was not allowed to go back to the abortion centre. And I was then subsequently charged on 4 counts of breaching the PSPO. And I'm now due to appear in court in February. People might be aware that there's quite a few of these censorship zones around abortion centres in different parts of the country. They're called PSPOs, public space protection orders, formerly used more for dog fouling or drunken disorderly behaviour. So these are put around abortion centres. There's in Ealing in London, in Richmond, in Manchester, in Bournemouth, and in Birmingham. So there's quite a few of them springing up around the country, imposed by local councils. And these are prohibiting not just protesting, not just harassment and intimidation, which of course are already prohibited and should be prohibited, not just outside abortion centres, but anywhere, but prohibiting things like prayer, counselling. And as we can see in my case, it's gone even further than this. It's not just vocal prayer or prayer that's manifested, but silent prayer inside my own head. So my own thoughts are now being censored. Many people might be aware that there's a discussion also on national buffer zones coming in. So every abortion facility in the country possibly having a censorship zone around it. And the concern is clearly now that are certain thoughts going to be prohibited within those areas? Are we going to have our thoughts censored, what we can and can't think in those areas? It's unbelievable that police would seriously be trying to clamp down on what people are thinking, to be actually quizzing them, to be asking them, what were you thinking about? What were you praying about as you were standing silently somewhere? But this is the reality. This is what's happening. Thought is becoming a crime. So we really need people to pray about this, that the police waken up to what they are doing, but that other people also waken up to really the situation here, and that their hearts are opened to the importance of freedom of thought.